Hey, fellowship of the YouTube. This is Alex from the Men Are Speaking. Almost forgot the name of my own channel. Hey, thanks for joining me. Today, I want to talk about something that just popped into my head. I'm doing a really short video on it, and it's about how the Christian identity of America actually shaped the American identity. Now, I don't think you're going to hear any arguments on the right side of politics that America is a Christian nation with Christian values. Well, what are the Christian values that we like to convert people, right? We'd be thrilled if our lovely church had a new family that just joined up. And that new family doesn't have to look like us because because it was Christ's will, or Christ said that it is God's will that all shall be saved. We should be ecstatic. We should love it. And I realize that there's this evangelical want of conversion. We want to convert the world into becoming Americans in a lot of ways. And you see this us trying to go out militarily and through NGOs. I don't agree with those methods. I think you got to win hearts, not governments. But there is a belief, a part of the American identity that wants to make people Americans, and they don't have to be the same ethnic group as us. It's in other words, it's ethnically transcendent. And I do believe that you can have the sentiment that holds the society together that transcends ethnicity. Well, why do I believe that? Because I can see it. It's happening right now. Like this idea that multiculturalism doesn't work. It's like, what are you talking about? America has got dozens of cultures, even within let's just take white people. Let's just take the white race. All right. So you got these founding father type, like English noblemen, well-read, educated. You also have these Scots-Irish who are militantly Protestant. Then you have these like Catholic. Are these the same cultures? Are these the same cultures? Back in the old country, they'd be killing each other, and sometimes they did, right? You've got these sort of French aristocracy type people settling in the South and opening up the plantations there. You've always had multiple cultures in different states and within the same state working together because the American identity is about working for yourself. And the government is not established to be some sacred thing that holds us together. It's a thing that keeps us from destroying each other and keeps us it keeps the meritocracy sort of going, right? The American experiment is a materialistic extension of the Christian mission. The Christian mission is that all shall be saved, right? That is one of the main parts of the mission. It is about salvation and is the God's will that all shall be saved. The materialistic mission of that is that you should have the ability to make your own choices, to live your own life, and that includes the consequences of your own life, right? That's the materialistic side. The materialistic side is that you should be able to make your own destiny. And you could choose sin, and you could choose salvation, but it's your choice. It's your choice. It's not society pushing you that way. It's not all this other stuff. And if it does, you move state. You vote with your feet. Even Thomas Jefferson, early on in the Republic, said you vote with your feet, you go to where your people are, right? And if you say go to where your people are, well, that implies that there's different types of people vis-a-vis the multiculturalism that a bunch of people on the right, who I think are wrong about this, seem to deny exists or existed, okay? Americans want to convert other people to becoming Americans. Like having a foreign exchange student come in and then you got him wearing baseball caps and like playing video games and going to baseball and like doing all the stuff that us Americans do, right? And then he's like, you slowly like get him to see and have the fun of, get him to enjoy the fun of being an American. And making him an American in his heart, that this is his home if he wants it to be. That's a beautiful thing. And that's what makes America, America. So I wanted to say that if you try and have this sort of ethno-state or ethno-conservative viewpoint, you're going to get marginalized. It's just plain antithetical to the American experiment, which is a subset, a part of the Christian mission, always has been. It is his will that all shall be saved. So I think you're going to lose on this one. If you're one of those ethnocons, make a little ethno community. That's fine. Gated communities are a thing. Planned communities are a thing. Look at Columbia, Maryland. That was made by, I think it was Edward Norton's, I always get Edward and Jim Norton confused. And they're very different physiognomies. I think it's Edward Norton. His great uncle, is the one who planned Columbia, which is a planned community in Maryland. It was pretty well, its population went too high, right? They lost ability to govern certain aspects of it, but you're supposed to be able to self-govern in the United States. Okay? Well, then go self-govern your ethno-state. That's fine. Amish people do exist. They govern themselves. Their population, I think, doubles every 10 years. It's crazy. They're doing really well. Would you do so well if you made it? Would you do so well with your ethno-state? I mean, I'd like to find out. Frankly, I kind of like, mingling and mixing. I enjoy it. I'm a quintessential American. I'm out here to enjoy myself, and I am here to do it for myself. And I believe that there's two things in this world. There's my family and everybody else. That's the way I live my life. We're all Americans. I hope you all become Americans too. I love it. All right, you guys have a good one. Okay, bye.